Have y'all ever bent over backwards, help a friend out for them to make you think that you're doing too much? Okay. So my daughter has her friend. I love her friend. They're 15. The little friend gave the idea of, hey, let's go to this homecoming dance with their other group of friends that goes to another school. So my daughter is in private school, so they have to get permission from the principal in order to attend another school. Well, like I said, her friend put my daughter in it and was like, hey, we're going to go to this dance. So my daughter was like, okay, cool, whatever. And when she did that, I ended up getting involved, so I had to go pick up the papers from the friends at the other school, get to my daughter and her friend. So we go pick up the friend the next morning. My daughter's like, hey, I got the papers. We have to get the principal to sign it. But when my daughter told her friend that morning that she had got the papers, the friend was like, oh, you got them. To me, it made me think like, does she not want to go now? She wasn't excited about it. I dropped them off at school. I said to myself, I said, you know what? One of them gonna lose this paper. I don't know why. I just had that thought. That friend's mom dropped my daughter off. Hold on, the phone's ringing. I'm at work. Wait a minute. Okay, my fault. So my daughter walks in when she gets dropped off from at home, and she's like, Mama, she lost the paper. And I'm like, really? But she told me, she was like, it's just weird how she did this. So basically, it's like, you got your paper. She was like, oh, I lost it. Well, you know what? We went through all of this to try to help get everything signed, because it had to be signed by the very next day, because they were at my daughter and her friend was out of school the next day, so they had to get their principal to sign it that day. But it's Friday and it's due Friday, which this was on a Thursday. She was like going through her folder, the friend, and she was going like real slow, per my daughter, going real slow through the folder, and was like, this is just too much for me. I don't want to do this. And my daughter's like, my mama went through all of this stuff. I went through all of this stuff to get these papers to you, get it picked up. The other girls, their mom had to sign the paper. We had to get the principal to sign the paper. We've gone through all this stuff in 2 days so we can get this turned in on Friday. And her friend's mom was kind of siding with my daughter, like, hey, we gotta figure this out. What we need to do? Do I need to turn around? So she ended up turning around. They went into the school to go find look for the paper. But the whole time the friend's just like, I don't want to go, it's just too much. But my daughter like, no, we gotta find this paper. And my daughter mentioned, she stated that it was in one of the classrooms to where she think the paper was at, and her friend was like, no, his door's always locked, it's not in there. And I was like, that might be where that paper was at. And I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Me telling this story, I love that little girl to death. It's just something that I kind of wanted to share with y'all as moms, making sure that our daughters you be mindful of others' time, but even also you have to be mindful of people's behaviors. That's all. That's pretty much the only reason why I wanted to share this story. Just a learning tactic for both parties. Be mindful of people's time, but also you need to be mindful of how people behave. These are different things that you're going to go through the rest of your life. Now, with all that being said, when she was making the comment of this is just too much, or I just don't want to go now, those were signs of deflecting, but also signs of manipulation. Was she doing it intentionally? I don't think so. The signs that she was projecting. At the age of 15, you need to just notice these type of behaviors or whatnot. And again, I don't think anybody was a horrible person in this whole scenario. It's just, this is a teachable moment. I explained to my daughter that friendships are supposed to feel safe. And I kind of made her reflect on how did this make her feel in the process of what was going on. My daughter pretty much explained that it was draining to her, but it also made her feel like she had done so much to get this done for a situation that she didn't even agree to go to initially. The friend agreed for her and herself to go to this dance. Not that my daughter doesn't want to go, but it was brought to her from the friend. I just wanted to share that with y'all, and y'all tell me y'all thoughts about this. Let's talk about it. What would y'all have done differently? How would y'all have handled it? Do you think that the friend was being manipulative? Do you think we're just overreacting? What do you think? Just curious to see y'all's perspective of this.